Revolutionary greetings from Poor People's Revolutionary Radio and TV, LP, on 96.1 on your radio dial in the Bay Area. Welcome everybody tonight. Tonight we have a special guest with us, and I think a special show. And we're going to be talking about the March for Justice from San Francisco to Sacramento City Hall that began on October the 6th and wrapped up on October the 19th. This was a historical event where folks who are tired of police not being accountable, or tired of police shooting our unarmed people down in the streets, tired of the police harassing us and not getting any respect from the police, and constantly seeking justice. These folks have been out there on the front line, for months, and have not tired and not given up. And so we're going to be talking about that tonight with one of those people that participated in the march from San Francisco City Hall to Sacramento City Hall. And joining us tonight is Ike Eileen Pinkston. Now, if that name might sound familiar with you, because Ike was one-fifth of the historic Frisco 5 hunger strike campaign that was instrumental in bringing down head pig Chief Sir.
Woo, woo, woo!
All right. Historical, y'all. With what we say, all power to the people.
All power to the people!
Anyway, so we want to welcome Ike on tonight. Brother Ike, welcome to Poor People's Radio.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. It was definitely an awesome event, and just walking here from San Francisco to Sacramento, doing it for the people, of course. There's so much more that needs to be done, so much more, and just empowering our own people in our own communities first and foremost, and then being able to branch out from there. I see good times coming. I hope I'm alive when it's all said and done. But I think it's definitely, the way is definitely being paid.
All right. So, Brock, well, for me, my first logical question is this. Man, how's your feet?
They're good. They're good, honestly, because I was wearing these little Crocs, Crocs are awesome. I used to be one of the people that look at people funny when I see them with Crocs on. Be like, those are some weird looking shoes, da 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 da. And then when we were planning for this walk, a lot of people were like, having comfortable shoes is key, because you get blisters, your feet are gonna hurt, because we were doing anywhere from 9 to 15 miles each day. So I got a pair of Jordans. They're comfortable. They're like the most comfortable shoes I've ever had, but. Compared to these Crocs, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'll take these off maybe one day.
Wow, I'm gonna have to give me some Crocs, and my feet start hurting as soon as I look at them in the morning. Anyway.
Oh, endorsement plug.
So wait, let me ask you. So how did this come about? How did the march? Actually, how did that formulate?
Mother Christina, just like the hunger strike, she was the one, the seed that planted, I think either shortly before the hunger strike or shortly thereafter, it was just a mention. So yeah, this has been ongoing for close to a year. This has been planned.
All right. So let me ask you this, okay? I mean, for me, that's hella endeavor. Hella endeavor. I've been up in San Francisco too long. Hella. But anyway, so share with us some of the highlights and challenges that you encountered during the march.
The highlights is a lot of people were thankful. A lot of people came up to us and were like, "Thank you." Pretty much in every city that we were in, people were very thankful. Not to say that along the way we didn't see some people who weren't happy to see us. We had a lot of people flip us off. We had a guy in a truck rev his motor and then blow exhaust on us. That actually happened twice, but the second guy didn't complete the job. But the first guy, it was a big ass Cloud of black smoke. That was ridiculous. Had one guy on a motorcycle rev his motorcycle every time we would chant. It was like a call and response. So when the caller did his part, and then we did our part, when we were doing our part, he would. So it was just like, yeah, we saw a lot of that. In Fairfield, we were out in front of Walmart. The manager was an asshole. He was trying to get us to leave. But we were able to stay. The police came. As long as you keep moving, you can do what you gotta do. And we weren't protesting Walmart. We were just talking about police brutality and the killings that are going on in black and brown neighborhoods. And a lot of people said thank you. Even the Walmart employees were like, "Oh, we hope you guys come back tomorrow." So we came back the next day.
Wow.
So
wow, right
like I'm saying, like it was a lot, man. It was a lot. Even what do you call it? The medical unit and the ambulance. They rode by. They honked their horns for us too. So the emergency units, they know what's up, man. They firefighters, all of them. They know the police are doing way too much these days.
Right on. Now, I remember I was following y'all on Facebook in the some of the videos you folks were sending back, and I remember there was some real belligerent dude, and did he approach Mama Christine in a threatening manner, a hostile way?
Yeah, that was at Walmart. That was some guy, and I was on the other end, so I wasn't there when it happened, but seeing the video, the guy was saying fuck you. He was all in her face, and from my understanding, he even like jumped at her. So it probably was a good thing I wasn't there, to be honest with you.
Wow.
So that wasn't cool. Like I said, it's to be expected. Anytime you do a peaceful protest, people are, you're gonna have someone acting an ass.
Okay, so we're going to be wrapping it up. So let me ask you this. 'Cause like I said, it was historic and it was a hell of an endeavor. So personally, what are some of the life lessons that you've taken away from this experience?
The same old life lesson: never judge a book by its cover. Because I met a lot of people that just at first glance I wouldn't think that they would be supportive. But they were, and I've seen people who should have been supportive and wasn't. So, like I said, you can't judge a book by its cover. You gotta talk to people, what I'm saying, and just walk up, be like, hey, introduce yourself, talk about what it is you're talking about. So a lot of people really don't know. A lot of people are naive to what's going on, even though they see it on YouTube every so often, on Facebook and social media. They think those are just isolated incidences. They don't really believe that this is a culture. Police violence is a culture. You have to understand the history of police and how it was even founded, and them being slave catchers. So you can't just change a zebra overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not gonna happen. We're just gonna have to scrap the zebra and start with splicing or doing something different. You know what I'm saying? We have to reinvent the zebra.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we run out of time, but we'd like to extend an invitation to come back and join us again and continue to come back and be part of the Poe family. So again, that was Ike Pinkston, formerly of the Frisco 5. And currently Frisco 500 marched to Sacramento for justice. So we want to thank Ike again for being on here. It was an honor. And you've been listening to Poor People's Radio, KEXU 96.1 FM LP. And we out, y'all. All power to the people.
All power
Power to the people and not the people. That's right, you